Good morrow, my lovely little ghosts, and welcome to the Dark Orchard. I'm Laura, and this is an Among Us makeup video. As I said in my intro, this is an Among Us makeup video. More specifically, today I'm going to be following a ShevyyMariee makeup tutorial on how to do an Among Us inspired makeup look. The final makeup look that I am aiming to replicate is this one. She's gorgeous, she's amazing, she's talented. Mine will look nothing like this. And instead of orange, I have chosen to be purple. So without further delay, let's get started. First things first, need to take this off. It's hot. I'll put it back on for the last little bit though. But I'm super excited about it, so I kind of want to show you. I want to show you it because I'm really excited about it. This is like the warmest coat I've ever owned, by the way. Like, props, because this is the warmest coat ever, but I got it at Spirit Halloween. Oddly enough, I saw it because my friend Ember plays Among Us and her character is the color black, so she was cosplaying as that and she was wearing this coat, and I was like, NASA, I want it. Because I love NASA and all things spacey and sciencey, she told me where to get it, and it was Spirit Halloween. Blew my mind because this is like so high quality. It's got like a squishiness to it, and it's so warm. Like I said, the warmest coat I've ever owned. It's all spacey on the inside with like galaxies and little clusters and stars, and then on the outside it is a like black bomber jacket. It has the NASA patch on the chest, and then on the other part of the chest it has the space shuttle patch. And then a patch to celebrate the 100th Space Shuttle mission on the sleeve. An Apollo 11 patch. And the American flag. And I love it. I can't say enough how warm and cozy it is. And I was honestly shocked that it came from Spirit Halloween. And I got it when Spirit Halloween did their discount sale. So it was super cheap. And I love it. North Carolina is probably going to snow. So this winter, I'm going to live in this jacket. Now that I've done an unsponsored Spirit Halloween plug, let's get into the makeup. So first things first, I'm going to pull up her tutorial on my phone. And while I do this, I'm also going to be answering some questions because I asked if you guys had any questions. And I'm going to answer those while I'm doing the makeup so it's not so boring since I don't have her video playing and all of that. So without further delay, let's get started on that makeup and answering your questions. So the first thing she does is line her eye really sharply, like the thing that kills you in Among Us. She does that on her eye. So that's where I'm gonna start too. If you've seen this channel at all, you know that is not my strong suit. Let me see if I have a eyeliner pencil that's sharp enough to do this deed. So I'm gonna line my eye and do a sharp spike on it. While I do that, let's get into the questions. They're mostly simple questions, so they'll have simple answers. First one's favorite food. I love pastas, but I have an absolute favorite food that is not a pasta. And that food comes from a little restaurant called Harper's. Harper's Restaurant in Greensboro, North Carolina. They have these things called chicken supremes. And the chicken supremes are the tastiest chicken ever. You can get it as an appetizer, so it's not so expensive. But oh my goodness, the tastiest thing in the whole world. They have a specialty honey mustard sauce that goes with them. Oh, just the best. The absolute best. So usually when people ask me my favorite food, I tell them like chicken parmesan because I love chicken parmesan. Or tacos. I love tacos. But Harper's chicken just overthrows all of that. Next question is favorite anime, and that is also a odd question because I have a few. I usually do it this way. I usually say, okay, I'll tell you my favorite anime and I'll tell you my favorite manga. Favorite manga is One Piece. Favorite anime, it's a tie between Black Butler and Kyokara Mao. Black Butler probably a little bit higher up on the list because I love the Victorian era and I love Victorian fashion. But One Piece is my all-time favorite everything. Like, manga, anime. Even though the One Piece anime isn't as good as the manga, which is why I say my favorite manga is One Piece, it's still amazing. Those are so very not even. So very not even. What am I doing? We're gonna pretend like it's a little better. So then next she takes her color and does it across the bridge of her nose. So that's the next thing I'm gonna do. So next question is least favorite flavor. And this one's gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings. I don't like peppermint. I don't like it. I don't like anything peppermint. Especially peppermint in my chocolate. I know I'm one of those people that just does not like peppermint anything. Especially peppermint in my chocolate. Don't do it. Don't mix minty with chocolate. Don't put toothpaste in my candy. I don't want it. Which is honestly strange, because after every time that my papa and I would go out to eat, he would get York peppermint patties, and he'd hold them in his hand and get them really warm, and then he'd hand them to me and my mom, and we'd eat them after we had a meal. So you'd think I would love them, but I don't. I ate them, and they were good, because they were warmed by his hands, and they were a gift from him. So I ate them, and I appreciated them, and I loved them in the moment. But don't you dare try to give me chocolate with toothpaste in it. I don't want it. I don't want minty chocolate. I don't like mint flavor in general, so that is my rant about my least favorite flavor. So let's get to the bridge of the nose while I answer another one. So the next question I'm getting to is least favorite anime. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know what my least favorite anime is. If I don't like an anime, I'm not gonna watch it. So I've never watched an anime and been like, I hate this. So I don't really know the answer to that one. So I don't really have a least favorite anime. Next question, what does bark taste like? Thank you, Logan, for contributing to the questions. I don't know unless you're talking about peppermint bark. And if you're talking about peppermint bark, it tastes like you put toothpaste in my chocolate. This is a good one. This is a story time. So we'll answer this one while I do this. The next question is, most embarrassing moment. I was at a movie premiere, downtown Hollywood. The premiere of One Piece Stampede, and Funimation was paying for my meal. They were paying for my dinner. They had taken me to a place that was downtown Hollywood and said, get whatever you want. We're paying for it. There's like a $300 limit or whatever. And I was like, excuse you? So they're like, yep, $300 limit. Text me if you need anything. And left. So I'm in this strange place that I know nothing about, with a open tab and no idea what I'm ordering or even what the things on the menu are. Lots of fancy stuff. Did not understand it. So I'm sitting there. I've been texting different people, I texted the Funimation guy because I had to find out where he was and had to know where to go and all of that. So I'd been texting him, and I'd been texting my mom. I sit down at the table. I open the menu, and I'm flabbergasted. The waiter comes over and tries to tell me the specials and stuff. And I'm like, I have no idea what he's saying. I have no idea what he's saying at all. I don't know what these things are. So I open my phone, and I go to my text messages, and I say, Mommy, help me. I don't know what I'm ordering. I don't know what any of these things are. But the most important part was I started that text with, Mommy, help me. And you can probably guess where the embarrassment came from. I was not texting, Mommy, help me, to my mother. I was texting, Mommy, help me. I don't know what to order, to the Funimation guy. The worst part is, I didn't catch it until he responded. And bless his absolute heart, he was so professional. He messaged me, and suggested the things. He was like, do you like sushi? Do you like this? Do you like that? And I'm like, because then I realized what I did. That was the moment where I realized what I had done. And I wanted to crawl under the table. But he was very professional. Didn't mention it at all. Didn't say, what the heck? Why did you call me mommy? Nothing. But me being me, I couldn't just leave it at that. So at the after party, after we watched the movie, after the premiere, we were all standing around with like plates of food from the caterer. And I walk up to him and I have to explain myself. I just can't leave it at him being professional and ignoring my stupidity. No, I have to explain myself. So I walk up to him and I was like, I'm so sorry that I called you mommy, but I meant to send that text to my mother. And he said, well, I was wondering why you were calling me mommy, but I wasn't gonna ask. So that's my most embarrassing moment. I felt about this tall and was so embarrassed. But I'm glad that it didn't bother him any. I'm glad that he just kind of brushed it off like, okay, we got a crazy person on our hands. But it taught me a lesson. It taught me to look at who I was texting before I sent a message. I went off book. I started talking and I went off book. Let me put this up and refer back to the tutorial because I've just been doing this for too long. I look like Violet Beauregard right now. Okay, her next step is she takes cream paints and paints this part of her body. I'm going to be using water activated paints to be doing the same thing. Okay, next question is next cosplay. To be honest, I don't know. Cosplay's a touchy subject right now because we can't really go anywhere to cosplay. I'd actually planned on working on my Ariel all during quarantine, and I didn't. But I guess as far as the next person that I plan to cosplay, if and when conventions are a thing again, maybe I'll cosplay Lightning McQueen. Because I do have that costume, and it would be nice to be able to finally wear it somewhere. If and when conventions come back, Lightning McQueen will probably be my first cosplay back on a convention floor. That was one of the costumes that I just like rolled out in quarantine. And I honestly love it. I love my Lightning McQueen cosplay. As far as like making one, Ariel's still in a stack of fabric beside my other desk in a container, and she hasn't been touched all of quarantine since March. As much as I would like to, and as much as I wish I could just snap my fingers and it would be done, it's probably not going to happen. So then I also kind of want to redo my baby from Supernatural. So next in the Great Chevy tutorial, she takes a orange liner and goes over the top of her eye. I'll be using purple, but first I need to actually line the top of my eye. So I'm going to use the Palais Royale Black. Favorite TV show? That's a good one to talk about. I don't have just one. I have multiple. But they all kind of fall into the same category. Buffy, of course. Buffy was my life for the majority of my life thus far. So I have to give Buffy the top mention. And then, and by default, if we say Buffy, we have to say Angel. Gilmore Girls, Supernatural, Merlin, Buffy, Angel. I pretty much just watch those shows on repeat. I don't watch a lot of different new shows. I like the comfort that is my shows that I know how they're going to end. And now Supernatural really adds into that because we know how it ends. I'm not going to give any Supernatural spoilers, but I will tell you that the last episode is not the last episode for me. The second to last episode is the last episode for me. And that's all I'm going to say about it. And Chevy doesn't do this, but I'm going to put some lavender above my hooded eye because I have a hooded eye and I like the lavender. Then she puts on some mascara. So let's put on some mascara. This is the one I have closest to me, so this is the one we'll use. Yeah, mascara. And next, Chevy does something that I'm probably going to be absolutely impossible at, and that's writing stuff backwards. But we're going to give it a try anyway, because why not? So I'm going to take a narrow brush, wet it, and Made You Look's ink, and we're going to hope I don't fail too hard. Yeah. I did that backwards. No. 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 Oh. Like it never happened. S's are hard. Okay. This is nowhere near as neat as Chevy's was. Whew, that looks terrible. We're okay. No, too watery, too watery, too watery. I really gotta stop doing that. No. I'm going to attempt to draw a little character, a little Among Us character above all this, because I don't have room down here like Chevy did. So I'm going to try to draw him above. I did it. I think I'm almost finished with the makeup. Chevy's finished with hers, but I want to go in and do a few things. I've got to add the white to the mask, and I'm gonna add some white freckles like it looks like she did with her orange. Just add some little freckles in. So to do that, I'm going to use Made You Look in Bone Tone. Again, I really wish I had her Yeti shade, but Bone Tone will work. And then the last question is, what are 3 things that you see right now? So let me just close my eyes and reopen them, and then I'll tell you the first thing that I see. I see a headlamp, pincushion, and last one, an upside down umbrella. 3 things that I saw just by opening my eyes and pointing them in different directions. I'm just adding little scattered white dots, sort of like stars. Like freckle stars. I think they're cute. What I'm doing here is I'm taking a darker purple eyeshadow and filling in the little character. And then I'm taking a poofy brush that I dipped in the lavender, and I'm just dabbing it across here. Lastly, I have this purple lipstick by NYX, and I'm going to attempt to put it on my lips. If I don't like it, we're going back to Goth Topic, but I'm going to attempt to change. Wow, I like it. I'm actually surprised I like it. Okay, so Laura was the imposter. So this was me attempting to follow a ShevyyMariee tutorial. I failed. I know I failed. It looks nothing like hers, but I do want you to go check out her YouTube channel and her Instagram, because she's got a lot of cool tutorials on her Instagram. She can tell you how to do it so much better than I can, because she's a pro and I just like playing with makeup. Go check out all of Chevy's stuff. I'm going to link all of it down in the description. I'm going to link you to her channel and just check out her awesomeness. In case I forgot to mention this earlier, which I'm pretty sure I did, she is the makeup artist behind Ice9 Kills. And we mentioned her in Wednesday's video when I talked about Ice9 Kills' new live stream, I Heard They Kill Live. So if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it at the end of this video, just in case you're here for makeup and music content. I had a lot of fun doing this look. And I've got a confession, I don't play Among Us, I watch other people play Among Us. But I really enjoy watching other people play. I'm on the Corpse bandwagon, I watch him play sometimes. And it's really cool because sometimes he plays with Boy in a Band, and that's awesome because you know I love Dave. But yeah, I don't actually play, I just enjoy watching people play, and in my opinion that's okay too. Do I look suspicious? Do I look sus? Purple's so sus. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you come around again soon. Say bye. Bye!